Today, I'm going to be training Christina. We're going to be doing a lower body workout. We're going to be working on a deadlifts. She's new to sumo deadlifting, so we're going to be introducing sumo deadlifting. We also have the Enterprise Games that are coming up, which Christina's going to be on Marshall's team. So we're going to be doing some dead balls to get her ready for that, and we're going to compare it with kettlebell swings, and I'll explain why we do kettlebell swings when we get up to them, and then we're going to finish off with some supplementary exercises of step-ups and leg curl. It's going to be some fun. Check it out. So right now, Christina's completely new to sumo deadlift, so I'm going to be talking her through and helping her with her setup. All right, turn your feet ever so slightly out. It's too much. Bring them in. A little bit more. You still want to be tight with it, right? Okay, now spread the floor apart. Pull your hips back and grab the bar. This bar as close to your body as possible. Let's draw a line down from your shoulder. Your hands are a little wide. They're a little wide. Let's get them in close because I want that line to be straight down from your shoulder, right? So with it, and then I'll give you the next bit of instructions. First time, Christina's doing sumo deadlifts, so we're going to cut her a little bit of slack, introduce the movement nice and slow. All right, so I gave you the wrong cue. I gave Christina the wrong cue. I said chest up. I don't want actual chest up. I want sternum up. And also by pulling your lats down and into your spine. Your lats are a lat stabilizer. So when you're thinking about this, you really want to wiggle, get those lats in, down, protect that spine. Pull your ribs down ever so slightly whilst lifting that sternum up. But again, that position that you're in was absolutely perfect.
What's the difference between keeping your sternum up and your chest up?
Because
they're both.
Great question. So just a cue really, rather than, so I don't over cue you. So if I say push your chest up, often what happens is you go into thoracic extension, and that's not necessarily helpful in this case. Where with sternum, it's more from here. Sternum kind of makes you pull your lats down. So you're not here, you're there. But see, as I do that, my lats also come down. We're going to make very small jumps today with Christina. Just want to make sure we check. We're just going to do 5 kilo jumps at a time. We find a working weight.
How are we feeling?
Getting into it.
Yeah?
It's getting heavy.
Getting heavy?
Free plug for Jocko Goes. Jocko Goes is Tropical Thunder, one of my favorite flavors. It has only 95 milligrams of caffeine, theanine, theobromine, what else we got in here? Alpha GPC and carnitine. All very good nootropics for the brain. Particularly carnitine helps with dopamine production. The Alpha GPC helps with choline is choline donator, so helps the brain with cognition, memory. And it's also got ginkgo biloba in here as well, which is very helpful. I think this tastes fantastic. I like this and the apple, I think it's called Sniper Apple, sour apple. Jocko, I mean, everything that guy touches, I think, turns to gold. So shout out to Jocko Willings. A little wider. Yeah, that's pretty good. No, your feet. 2. There. Pull it into your shins. 2 more. Pull it into your shins. It's pretty nice. 1 more. Easy. So she's making a couple of mistakes, and that's mainly because she's new to this movement. So what we're going to do for the rest of her sets is we're going to correct her mistakes by changing the movement ever so slightly. So Christina, what I want to get you to do on your next set, we are going to go up ever so slightly. We're going to go to 65, we've got 60 now, is you're going to pause. As you break the floor, you're going to pause just below your knees, and then you're going to come up. Back down, pause just below your knees. What that will do is as she pulls, as she's pulling, the bar's coming forward. It's kind of like rocking a little bit forward. I want that bar, and I want her to ingrain in her head that staying close to her body. So that pause, if you're paused in that position, you're not going to want to bring the bar out. So the tweak of the exercise basically fixes, the prescription of the exercise should fix the movement pattern. So she's going to learn it now in her head, get it ingrained. We'll do a phase like this to really ingrain the sumo deadlift. So she's pulling it into her shins to fix that problem rather than just tell her over and over and over again, which doesn't always work. So we're going to do the exercise so she learns it kinesthetically, then he's able to do it better.
Do you train often or?
Me? Yeah. Train about 4 times a week.
4 times a week. Yeah. Are you doing bodybuilding? What's the goal?
Probably continue competing sometime down the track.
Yep.
Yeah.
So full disclosure, I don't actually train Christina. My training is a little bit training clients. I don't really train clients anymore. I mean, I was a coach for over a decade. What was it, like 15 years? Something like this. But I just train in and out, videos and stuff. It's kind of fun. You know, I let my trainers do all the dirty work, get their hands dirty, and I come in and make all the fun stuff, the videos. Marshall's done a good job with Christina. Training her up. All right, Christina, let's see what you got. Pause. There was the pause. Pause below your knees. Once. Pause below your knees. Pull it into your body. Pause. Below your knees. Get it below your knees every time. One more. Below your knees. Up. Pause. Up. Good. Rest here. I want you to pause here. I don't want you pausing up here. I want you to pause just below your knees. At the grip.
What about the grip?
The grip, you can use a mixed grip. I prefer, for as long as you can, possibly and with your training, to use a clean grip. Obviously, clean grip's going to be a bit more challenging for your grip. So I would, at this case, then get you these straps. We can certainly strap you up.
Yeah.
I can show you my straps too, but when you're doing it, a lot of people make the mistake when they strap up is they go to the knurling and then they try and strap up, and it's very hard. So you always want to go to the smooth part of the bar, strap up on the smooth part of the bar, right? Twist on the smooth part, then move your hands out to where your hands want to be, right? Don't go to where your hands want to be, is what everyone does when they try and strap up, and then it's like, they can't do it. Why? Because this is all grippy. You want to go to the smooth part. So strap up on the smooth part. There you are. You can use the bar, twist, twist, twist. Move your hands out. Now we're in position, right? Hips up a tiny bit higher. Below knee. There you go. 1. That's what we want. Whoop. Pause below knee. That was a bad rep. Spread the floor. Spread the floor. Spread the floor. That was a bad rep too. Pull it into your body. Rest. But there was a couple of bad reps there. A couple of times where the bar went out from her shins. So we're not going to go up. It was as estimated. I thought maybe 70 kilos. I think without the pause, easy 70 kilos. But again, I don't want to rush. I don't want to rush her ascent into weights, because this is her first session sumo deadlifting. I want to make sure we iron out any of the kinks and the bad habits. So another thing, the reason why we rest, here we're resting 3 to 5 minutes. The reason for that is the ATP energy system takes a lot longer to recover, and that's primarily what's going to be used in the first 0 to 20 seconds of work, which is obviously what your deadlifting is. So we're going to be resting, letting the nervous system recover as well. It was Charlie Francis, world famous strength coach, who said the nervous system takes around 7 times longer to recover than our muscles do. So this neurally is pretty taxing, you know, once we start to really push the weight. So we really want to make sure that Christina is primed, able to lift the weight explosively and correctly. So it's not set after set. We're developing strength here. It's not just about getting her fatigued and depleting muscle glycogen. The goal here is to develop strength. Strength is a skill, so we want to make sure that she's able to utilize these movements to the best of her ability. There you go. Good. Pull the floor apart. Pull the floor apart. More of a pause. Much better set. That was much better. Stop. Much better. Feel your hips? Okay. Come up a bit higher. Just some mistakes that you're making. One, when you set up, you're either too narrow or you go too wide. Just, you want to be tight. So find that tightness for you. It looks like you want to do this. So what I would do just there is pull your heels out just a tiny bit. We've got one more set, and then we're going to move on. Turn them out. Spread the knees. I don't want to say it's wrong. It's just you're losing tightness, and you're going to be using a lot of your adductors with that. So it's just more about getting you in a position where you're using a bit of abductor, but you're also able to use your glutes. If we go too far into that, we're not really going to be hitting our glutes as hard. So I want you to be tight. I want you to maintain that tightness. Your shins are a little too forward there. So pop yourself back up a little higher with your butt. Best one. That was your best one. That was your last one. That was your best one. Asked me if she could put on her shoes. I don't really classify these as shoes as much as I classify them as pillows. So I'm going to take them off because there's just too much give in that arc. There is no arc support, it's still foamy. So when we're doing deadlift swings, I want there to be direct contact. If she had like a barefoot shoe like I've got here, shout out to Vivo Barefoot, not endorsed or sponsored by them, but this is a minimalistic shoe, very minimal padding support. Your foot is able to engage properly. This is more of a pillow. This is a fashion item, not a training shoe. We're going to be doing swings. I really like swings in developing the posterior chain and the hips because it grinds that movement. Christina, you asked the question around, what can we do to get it moving right? Well, if you look at this movement, right, this is kind of the end of the deadlift. So what you're going to be doing, Christina, same position as a sumo deadlift, right? As you come in, see I turn my thumbs in and up, in. So let's see what you got, Christina. Start swinging. So thumbs in. The top. Flex the quads at the top. Come on, just do 2 more. 1 and 2. Good, excellent. All right. So just some things that we just want to improve upon. You're letting this control you. You need to control it. So one of the things with kettlebell research, one of my mentors actually, Charles Pollock, was very anti-kettlebells, but then a good friend of mine, Andrew Locke, pointed out that one of the things that was overlooked was the fact that it does create shearing force on the anterior pelvic, on your pelvis, but it's a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing. And the reason why it's a good thing is because when that kettlebell's in front of you, it forces you to flex up that glute, hence making it a really great tool to use for glute development and posterior chain. Stay loose, upper body loose. Working, this is basically a strong man, strong woman exercise. So these are dead balls based off the Atlas stones and strongman, but brought into an indoor environment. So the Atlas stones are big concrete balls. What this does is it kind of gives you that experience of lifting a concrete ball, but
it's gonna be really brutal. I'm not looking forward to this.
Right. Point your thumbs in. 1. Hips out. 7, much better. 8, 9, 6. It's part of the Enterprise Games. You're going to have to really dig deep, Christina. 3. No, 2 weeks ago, she couldn't do that. She came right in today, bang. She's teaching you the technique. She's teaching you technique, that's all it is.
How many kilos? How many kilos?
Yes, I paid her to say that. 45 kilos. Trying to get you a little higher, so then this is the competition rules. That's what you're going to get up to.
Every time when I think I'm doing alright,
We just find another level. That's what training is. Strength is a skill. It's getting your body into those positions. Count it. You do not get it up on the board. Get it up, fight it. Right there you go. Use your body, push it into it. That's 1. Done. Do another one. No.
Bang.
Good.
50%.
Well done. Alright, we're going to move on. So this is something Andre Benoit taught me. Shout out to Andre Benoit. Great strength coach. Great guy too. Look at this foot. The arc isn't really there. So she complained before. She said that her foot, she felt it, the swings in the foot. And that's because the swings, no doubt, were getting that arc to engage, right? And that's a good, healthy movement, right? That's where we want it to be. So this is where the swings, the sumo deadlifts, the things we're getting her to do. And she's like, my feet, perfect. It's what we want. We want that foot movement. We want the feet forcing the foot to grip the ground like a little T-Rex.
So this is mostly building stability.
This is mostly for your quad right now. It's not, I mean, we've smashed the hips, we've smashed the glutes, we've smashed the hamstrings. This really is the way we're doing it because you're really in knee flexion, you're here, you're really just using the quad VM, bit of quad work to finish us off today. Push the knee out towards the knee. Push the knee, collapsing in a little bit, we don't want it to collapse.
What are we using right now?
We are using a leg curl. This is the knee flexion.
Start now?
Yep, you can start now. We're going to do 6 reps. I want the toes pointing towards you. I know you can bring them in dorsiflexed, but just keep them towards you. Right? That's exaggerating where they lift up. See that gap there? We definitely don't want that. We want people to pull their pelvis into the bench. As you can see, the pelvis is now flush with the bench. Taking the pelvis in this way. We don't want to have kind of like, I don't know, Instagram girls that like stick their asses out, this kind of thing. We want to do the opposite. We want to hide our asses, right? Like someone might be looking behind us. And pull the butt in, tuck your tail under. Get the hips into the bench as hard as you can, hollowing out those abs. That's where we want to be. So when we exhibit force from the hamstring is only moving in isolation, right? That's where we want to be. 3, good. 4, belly button into spine, belly button into spine. 5, more, hollow out through the abs, belly button into spine. Up, come on. Hips lifting up, 1 more, but don't let your hips just fight. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this workout. If you want more great workouts from us at Enterprise Fitness, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Instagram at Enterprise Fitness AU. You can follow me at Mark Atobry. Till next time, folks. Train hard, eat well, and supplement smart.